Com and wonderfulhealthyhabits.com, and I thought I'd go ahead and show you guys how to make an essential oils reed diffuser. Now, I have diffusers all over the house, but those are the ones that you put the water in and put your oils in. But I don't have them like in like the bathrooms or maybe by the front door. So I thought, what a great idea to just have the reed diffusers. And we've all seen them in the grocery store or at like the big box stores or gift stores, the diffusers. But I'd like to know how to make them with the oils so there's no chemicals in there. We're not smelling the chemicals. And I can kind of personalize the smells that I want. So this particular one I'm going to go ahead and make is actually going to go ahead and just sit by our front door. And so basically it's real simple. You're going to go ahead and I go ahead and use coconut oil. Now some people use almond oil. You want to go ahead and use a light oil on when you're making these diffusers. I also have a bottle, and I have one with a cork. It cost me about $1 and a nickel. You can probably buy these at the dollar stores. Ours didn't have any, so I had to order some on Amazon. But again, it was like a dozen for $11. So not too bad. I had my husband go ahead and he actually drilled a hole in the top of it. Now you do not have to have a top in the bottle that you choose. The reason I'm going to go ahead and have a top is it kind of goes and lets the oils, they won't evaporate quite as fast if you have a top on them. So that's why I've chosen, but you don't have to have the top at all on there. And then of course I just took, now they do have special reeds. I didn't buy those. We have a gabillion of bamboo skewers. So I went ahead and just got some bamboo skewers. We went ahead and cut the tops and the bottoms off so they would go ahead and absorb the oils. Some people say that the bamboo skewers actually might absorb a little bit better, but that's what these are. So I'll let you know. I'm not quite sure if these are gonna work as good as some of the ones that they sell for the diffusers or not. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your jar, and I went ahead and already put some coconut oil in there, but you're gonna take your coconut oil or your sweet almond oil, and you're gonna go ahead and just put, for this particular size, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a 1/4 cup of a carrier oil in there, maybe 2 ounces in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in there, and you're gonna squeeze that in a little bit more. All right, and then I am going to go ahead and use lemongrass, wild orange, and peppermint in my mixture on there. So let me go ahead and get that on there. And then you're going to go ahead and put about 20 to 25 drops. So I'm going to go ahead and put 7 drops of each in my little diffuser. So you're just going to take your essential oil and go ahead and drop them in there. Now there's several different blends you can use. You can make your own. Do what you want to go ahead and do. What do you feel like putting in there? All right, and let me get this one here. This one is a little bit thicker. Here we go. So like some other good blends would be like lavender, lemon, and rosemary. That might be a great blend. Cinnamon or wild orange, that would be great like during the holidays on there. Lavender and eucalyptus might be a good one, maybe for the bathroom. Let's see here, juniper and lavender. Gosh, it's just, there's so many different choices that you can choose from on there. So I went ahead and just put my drops into my container here. I'm going to stick my sticks in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let the sticks soak that up. Again, remember I cut the tips off the sticks so they'll soak them up easier. And then in about an hour, I'm going to flip them. I'm going to put this lid, or this end of the sticks into the oil. So it goes ahead and sticks and smells, and it'll soak up the oils for it. on there. The reason I'm using a narrow opening for the container is, again, for the evaporation. So totally up to you. Maybe you have just some old jars sitting around. You certainly could do that. That's great for that. Heavier oils, such as like olive oil or jojoba oil, will actually take longer to travel up the reeds. So for quicker results, that's why I'm using the coconut oil. You can use sweet almond oil. Those will run go up to the reeds a little bit faster. Now, some people do go ahead and put a little bit of alcohol, just like rubbing alcohol or even vodka, into their mixture to speed up the process of the oil moving through the reeds. I personally have not tried that, so you might want to go ahead. You could try that and see how that works. I have found that this works just fine for me on there. Now, once the reeds become completely saturated, you will need to replace them and put in new ones, which is very simple. You're just going to take those ones out and then put some new ones in on there. I went ahead and put 5 in mine because that was what would fit through the size of hole that we went ahead and chose to put through the piece of cork on there. Now, the scent that comes from these reed diffusers, now I don't know if all of you have had, at one point I had the store-bought ones with just the chemicals, smells that come with it and things. So, you know, it is noticeable, but it's not overwhelming. So if you want it to be stronger, you know, maybe in a bathroom or something, you can go ahead and add more oils, of course. You can, you know, make the scent whatever you would like it to be on there. And then, of course, you know, it goes without saying to go ahead and keep these out of the reach of children so they don't get, you know, if they're actually using, you know, if you're using a good oil like the doTERRA oil, then, you know, there shouldn't be a problem if by chance they decide to take the lid off and you know, put the oil on their skin, but just keep it out of reach of kids. I mean, it's just that simple. These are going to be great for great hostess gifts. If you have a class or if you have a party you're going to, this would be great. Throw a little ribbon around it, and bam, you got a great hostess gift. You know, this probably costs, let's see, with the oils that I put in, like the lemongrass is 4 cents a drop. So I put in 7, that's 28 cents. Same with the orange. The peppermint is actually 8 cents a drop, so it's a 56 cents. So the oils themselves were $1.12. How could you beat that? The bottle was $1, dollar and a nickel, I think. So, you know, with these little reeds that I actually even had, I just had in my drawer because they were just the shish kebab skewers that we had. I went ahead and added that in there. So maybe at the most, we're talking $2.50, $3 at the most. And how much do you pay for these at the store? You probably pay $15, $20 at least in the store. And then you have great natural products. You're not going to worry about what is going on with, you know, what you're smelling and things. Anyways, I hope you guys found some value in this. I hope you guys make one of these. They'd be great. You can just put them around, put them in your spare bedrooms, wherever you don't have an actual large diffuser where you put the water in. Go ahead and make one of these. Again, a couple dollars, $2.50, $3, and you've got it all made. Anyways, love you guys. Hope everybody is well and have a fantastic day. Thanks. Bye.